Dear grade 6 students, today we are going to talk about context clues. What are context clues? And the most important thing, how can understanding context clues make me a better reader? What are context clues? Context clues are words or word groups that surround an unfamiliar word and help you figure out its meaning and consequently understand what you are reading. The clue may appear within the same sentence where the unfamiliar word occurs, or it may be in a preceding or a subsequent sentence. A preceding sentence is the sentence that is before the unfamiliar word, and the subsequent sentence is the sentence that comes after the unfamiliar word. Let's look at these examples. The rockers can do it. Jamil spoke up. Jamil's right. Mr. Sanchez verified. From the direct quotation, Jamil's right, which appears within the sentence that contains the unfamiliar word verified, it comes in the same sentence that contains the unfamiliar word, which is verified. A clever reader can figure out that the meaning of verified is assured or confirmed. So, they said that the rockers can do it, or Jamil said that the rockers can do it. Then Mr. Sanchez verified his sentence and said that he is right. So he assured and or confirmed. So a clever reader can figure out throughout reading that the meaning of verified is assured or confirmed. Let's look at the second sentence. My parents agreed to be frugal in their shopping because they wanted to save enough money to buy a new house. From the word group, their shopping, and because they wanted to save enough money to buy a new house, we know, or a clever reader can figure out that the meaning of the unfamiliar word, which is frugal, is economical or not paying a lot of money on unnecessary things. So they agreed to be very frugal, very economical in their shopping because they wanted to save enough money to buy a new house. So they have to save money in order to buy a new house. So they agreed to be frugal or to be economical. When we read, we have to look for clues or hints to discover the meanings of words we don't know. Let me show you. When we read, sometimes we will come upon an unfamiliar word that we don't know and have trouble sounding out. We can choose to stop reading and find a dictionary, but this can take away from our comprehension or understanding a story by interrupting the flow. So when you stop reading and go find a dictionary to look up the meaning of the unfamiliar word or the words you don't know, you will take time and then you will forget what you were reading and you won't understand anymore because you are no longer concentrated or focused. Oh wait, what was happening? This is why using context clues is so important. When you come across unfamiliar words, you have to look for the four following kinds of context clues that are particularly helpful. So, when you are reading and then you saw an unfamiliar word or words that you don't know the meaning of, so you have to look for the four following kinds of context clues that are helpful. The definitions, which is the definition of a word, the synonyms, which are another words that have the same meaning of the unfamiliar words, antonyms, and antonyms are opposite words or words that have an opposite meaning of the unfamiliar words, and the fourth one is the inferences, the conclusion. So the conclusion in which you conclude the meaning of the unfamiliar word or words throughout reading. The definitions. but she kicked into action with the others, scooping up debris and depositing it in a rented dumpster, a large metal container for holding, transporting, and throwing away waste materials. The context clues in green define the words in bold. Clues to definition include that is, commas, dashes, and parentheses. So here, the sentence or the context clues in green is a definition for the word in bold, which is dumpster. So a large metal container for holding, transporting, and throwing away waste materials is a definition of the unfamiliar word dumpster. So we have clues that say or that helps us know that this is a definition. When we have that is, when we have commas, when we have dashes or parentheses, which is the brackets. The synonyms. Let's haul in dirt from the perimeter. It took a while, but with everyone working together, they moved enough soil from the edges of the field to fill in the hole. The context clues in green almost restate what the direct quotation says. A clever reader would guess that hole is a synonym to move, and dirt is a synonym to soil, and perimeter is a synonym to edge. Words like or and may signal synonym clues. So, let's haul in dirt from the perimeter. It took a while, but with everyone working together, again, as if we are saying let's haul in dirt from the perimeter, we said they moved enough soil from the edges of the field to fill in the hole. So moved is a synonym or a word that have the same meaning of hole, and soil is a synonym of dirt, and finally edges is a synonym of the perimeter. So a clever reader would know that this statement or this clue or this group of words is restating or talking again about what the readers or sorry what the writer said, let's haul in dirt from the perimeter. So when you see words like or and, these words may signal synonym clues, which means that these words may tell us that they are synonyms to the unfamiliar words. So this is how we haul or move dirt from the edges or from the perimeter. The antonyms. The children abhorred washing the dogs, but they loved the outcome. The children abhorred washing the dogs, but they loved the outcome. The context clue but signifies that the word loved is an antonym to the word abhorred. So words like although, however, and but signal contrast clues. So when you see although, however, but, or yet, you know that the words are antonyms or they have opposite meaning. So we know what's the meaning of love. So abhorred is the opposite of loved. It is an antonym of love. So although the children hated washing the dogs, they loved the outcome. So the children abhorred washing the dogs, but they loved the outcome. So the word but here signals that this is an antonym. So the two sentences or the two words are antonyms. They are opposite in meaning. The children hated washing the dogs, but they loved the outcome. The last one is the inferences. A week later, the team gathered at the lot, carrying tools purchased with their earnings. The context clue earnings implies that the word purchased means bought. So earnings is the money or the money. Purchased means bought. So when we know that the earnings means money, we know that purchased means bought or to buy something. So the context clue earnings implies that the word purchase means bought. So here we concluded from the word earnings that purchase, the unfamiliar word, means to buy or bought. Remember, context clues are hints and the clues a reader can use to discover the meanings of unfamiliar words and phrases. And authors use different types of context clues: definitions, synonyms, antonyms, and inferences.